what was my motivation for becoming a master sommelier? Being a master sommelier is not something that, you dream about when you're 8 years old. Maybe kids nowadays, I don't know. But it was something that just sort of ended up in my lap. I was waiting tables at a restaurant and just trying to keep up with the wine information to help my customers pick wines, etc., and help improve my sales. The gentleman running the wine program was studying to become something called a master sommelier. And I asked him about it, and he said, well, it's this organization that's based out of London, and they have a chapter in the United States, and I'll be going to take my exam soon. And I started asking questions, well, what's involved? Like, what do you have to do? Like, what does it mean when you're a master sommelier? And it really intrigued me. And at the same time, I was going to college, trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my career, what I wanted to study, having a very difficult time trying to pinpoint it. Granted, I was 18 years old at the time, and I think it's kind of funny how you do ask 18-year-olds, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? But I realized that I had an interest in science, I had an interest in food, I had a huge interest in history. Both of my parents are in the restaurant business, so I was thinking about maybe I should stay in this business. It's what I know, it's what I grew up in. And all of a sudden, one day, this light bulb went off while I was studying for one of my wine exams that he was giving for the servers at the restaurant. I was studying more and more wine stuff and less my college stuff. And I thought, well, if he can pursue this interest, well, why can't I? And so I went to talk to him that evening, and I said, I'm thinking about becoming a master sommelier. What do you have to do? And he said, well, you probably should get a job in the wine shop and see how you like it first before you devote your entire life and quit college. And so I did that, and I decided, wow, this is definitely what I want to do. Now, the reason why I decided to become a master sommelier is because I wanted to put myself up against the best standards. Like, if this is the bar, I wanted to reach that bar. And it was a great way to sort of motivate myself, because I know that I had this goal at the end of the road, and it was a great way to sort of channel my education and sort of spearhead everything as far as what do I need to know, what do I have to do, what are the standards. And so if anything, it was more like running a marathon. I know I have to get to 26.2 miles one step at a time. As long as I knew what that goal was at the end, that's all I needed to do. One of the biggest misconceptions about becoming a master sommelier is you actually go to a 4-year school and you go through a training program, and at the end of the 4 years you take a test and there you have it. You have a master sommelier diploma, when in fact it's not like that at all. There is actually no school that you can go to. Most of our training comes from being on the floor, working at a restaurant, working with another sommelier, and then at the same time you go home and you read books, you attend tastings, and it's very much self-motivated. The way that the program is structured, there are 4 levels: the intro course, the certified, the advanced, and then the final level. So every year you go and try to go through the levels, and they give you the basic syllabus of what is required. So most of the training is actually done on your own time.